Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we defeated Claire, we got the Rising Badge, and so with that, we have received all 8 of the Johto Gym Badges, and so now we can be able to access the Pokemon League that's over in the Indigo Plateau, which is in Kanto. So, that's kind of giving away the fact that we're probably going to be going over to Kanto somehow, which we'll just see there. But yeah, that's where it's located. It's where the challenge is. Our final challenge is going to be held at, and so we'll go over there and be a champion, be the very best like no one ever was. Yeah, all that stuff. So before we head out, of course, I'm gonna do the usual, just be done with the town, and then just go and buy some shit that we need. Like there's full heals right now. There's also max repels, which is an upgrade from super repels, going from 200 steps to 250 steps for avoiding the wild encounters. I had this one out right here because I had to sell some stuff here. So yeah, there's also the full heals that we're gonna buy 10 of those since we would have more than enough money. And yeah, full heals are always the best kind of heal there is, where they'll heal any kind of status condition, and also including confusion status. So that's always a good way to go. And there's also max potions. Max potions will actually fully heal the Pokemon's HP. So like unlike with higher potions where it heals up to 200 amounts of HP, and now it's just like a full amount. So it's basically like the ultimate kind of potion, but that's like before we get these new items called the full restores. So yeah, we can have those, and we're also buying those 5 revives here. Well, just at least those 5 revives, so that way there, we got some go for it in case our Pokemon faints. So, so what we have to do is that, basically, after we exit from the Dragon's Den, after the Dragon Challenge, to get the Rising Badge, because, well, like I said, Claire's a sore fucking loser, we got a call from Professor Elm saying that he has something for us, and so we have to go back over to New Barktown, and then we can actually just go down south of Blackthorn City. They'll through this one round, that'll take us to Route 29, and then eventually to New Barktown. So that's actually what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a little bit of exploration here. There's also another part of Dark Cave that we'll need to explore. Just for the sake of getting items, because, there's actually no trainers there. We're just here for the sake of getting items, and also just for the sake of showing off our exploration. We just got a TN13, which contains a Snore. Snore is a move that, it's basically an attack move that you can use while your Pokemon's asleep. So it's actually just a regular kind of move, like nothing real special going for it. It's kind of inferior Sleep Talk, where Sleep Talk can actually use just any other kind of moves. If we go over this way, we have this guy here by himself. Whoa, you startled me there. I have my black glasses on. I didn't notice you at all. What am I doing here? Hey, don't you worry about it. I'll give you a pair of black glasses, so forget it you saw me, okay? And so we have the black glasses, and what that does is it boosts up the power of Dark-type moves. We don't have any Dark-type Pokemon with us, or any other kind of Dark-type moves either, so black glasses are not going to be useful for us at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much all there is here in Dark Cave, just getting those items. It's completely optional, but, I figure I just want to show it off anyway, just for the sake of getting items. Alright, and so here we have Route 45, and so the thing with Route 45 is that it's actually a one-way route, where it's all just ledges here, and you can only choose one path. But if you want to go for a full-on exploration, you have to fly back over to Blackthorn City and then start from there. Which is actually what we're going to do, because for one thing, there's items, and there's also trainers. And so, since I want to battle every single trainer there is in the region, then of course I'm going to have to keep on flying back over to Blackthorn City, which means I had to do a lot of editing to basically just cut off those animations there, and also for cutting off the trainer battles that we didn't need to show off. Some of those there will be ones that will be shown off, of course, because since they have some new Pokemon at their disposal. But yeah, like I said, it's very much of a mountainous kind of a path, and so yeah, I can only choose one path, and they're like trainers on some certain paths there, but, like I said, I want to explore the entirety of it to battle them all. So, it's because of that, I had to go and keep on flying back over to Blackthorn City to, just full explore the route. So yeah, that's just a while, though. That's a lot of editing, go for it. And so, a couple new Pokemon that this cool trainer uses, that was a Pidgeot, the final evolution of Pidgey. Pidgeot, well, it gets a little beefier, but, as of this gen, well, it does, have access to, well, I mean, it could probably, well, I think it just gets stronger than what it is. I'm not so sure about its, move pool, but as of this gen, it's basically just your average, kind of bird, so that's actually the one thing I'm sure a lot of you guys would have loved to see for the Pidgeot I was using to evolve to, but nope, we never get to see that particular Pidgeot, because that was when I found Skarmory, and when I found Aerosmith. And so, yeah, Pidgeot is going to be in there and probably never to evolve unless I decide to, just for sake of Pokedex completion. And the other Pokemon he was using is Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a pretty decent kind of electric type Pokemon that knows some good attacks, and I would say like some good special attacks, and knows also knows Thunder Punch, and also it can be pretty much seen as a counterpart to Magmar, where it's I would say they're like version exclusives or something, or maybe if I remember correctly. And also, Electabuzz also has a baby form or a pre-evolution in Elekid. And so you of course would just have to breed that Electabuzz if you want to get Elekid. And of course, you know, just like with Magmar in Gen 4, it actually gets so much better with everything, thanks to the fact that it gets an evolution in Electivire. Which, by the way, folks, I mean, I also really do enjoy Electivire. Because, you know, it does some real great attacks as well, like, just besides the electrical attacks, but also some other kind of moves of its type, from what I saw there, but yeah. And, that's, pretty much all there is to say about, these, routes here, and also these, couple of these, Pokemon here, so... Yeah, that's the thing that I gotta do, just, continue on with the editing here, and yeah, once again, you're hearing this kind of compressed audio quality because, you know, like I said, that was before I realized that the audio quality is better when I have my earphones on plugged into my 3DS. So, because I already recorded these other video footages before I even realized that. So, and I haven't even done the recordings for like once I get to the Pokémon League to challenge the Elite Four. So once I get to that, then I'll just make sure to have those earphones on for some good audio quality. But this is kind of quality you'll be hearing for right now. So oh yeah, by the way, another thing for this route is that there's a couple of new Pokemon that you can encounter here. This is a route where I think I remember, or you guys remember where I mentioned that in this one route, like early, that you can access from Route 29. You can catch Phanpy. Oh yeah, Phanpy is also in this route, and also its evolved form Donphan, which I hear is like also a real great Pokemon to use. I think like good with defense, and also is known for using the move Rollout. So there's like some good route type coverage, but yeah, that's from what I know about it, but pretty decent Pokemon to use overall. And aside from that, there's also another Pokemon you can encounter called Gligar. Gligar, well, I mean, it's not like it's not glorious per se. I mean, it's a ground-up flying type, so it's kind of decent for that kind of coverage. But in Gen 2, well, at least in Gen 2 and Gen 3, Gligar isn't exactly glorious and all that stuff. But it has until Gen 4 though, where it has its evolution in Gliscor, which you know I've used the Gliscor and Platinum. They've proved a good asset on my team, of course, and probably something I'll probably just do once I do get to Platinum. So this hiker here, he has all three of the Geodude lines. So and so of course this will technically be our first time battling a Golem, because I mean we have our own Golem right here, but you know I figured I'd just show it off just for the sake of battling that Golem there. But yeah, that's just about it for this hiker, just using the entirety of the Geodude line. And, yeah, I guess that's, pretty much all there is. Oh, wow, I'm actually getting a look at these, magnitude here, because, like, throughout those, 3 times, I used, the magnitude, rating was 8. Well, I didn't quite pay attention to what it was like with Geodude, but it kinda looked like I was actually real lucky with having the, magnitude rating as, 8, so there we go. And I do believe there should be one more trainer to battle right down over this way if we just hop down here. That's just like all the other trainers that I battle, so we're pretty much good to go on that one. Really, really tough. Oh, you think so, huh? This guy here is a Crystal exclusive, and only a Crystal. He does not appear in Gold and Silver, and not even in the remakes either. So just only a Crystal. We have Camper Quentin, and he's sending out Fiero. Fiero, of course, the evolved form of Spearow. It's actually a better Pidgeot because of how it has access to moves like Drill Peck and all that. So that's also why I have Fiero, my Let's Play of Gen 1. Because, you know, because it's very much the better option. Especially because Spearow has early access to Peck, which is like the only kind of flying type I can use. And also for the fact that in Gen 1, Pidgey started off with a Gust, but back in Gen 1 it was a normal type move before it got set typing change to flying in Gen 2. Then he's gonna have a Prime up next, which we've already seen before, and this will be the first instance where you guys will be seeing me battling with Aerosmith here. So I'll just see how good it is here. Yeah, Prime just went ahead and used Focus Energy, which boosts up the critical hit ratio. So if you want to get some like good critical hits there is, then you just use Focus Energy. And then we got a Karate Shot, which, oh wow, it's actually critical hit. Damn. I was actually thinking it was gonna hurt pretty much there, but yeah, that was just a critical hit. So I guess I'm not quite sure what it would have been. And then last but not least is Tauros. Tauros is a pure normal type, and it's also a real good tank there. And I think I'm not sure about it. I can't remember about its speed though, but Tauros is pretty tanky. So like if you want a real good powerhouse, or kind of a normal type powerhouse, then Tauros is definitely the way to go. Back in Gen 1, Tauros was pretty rare, where it was only found in the Safari Zone. I can't exactly remember where Tauros is found in this game. And also for one thing, Tauros is also very much seen as a counterpart to Miltank, because all Tauroses are male, while all Miltanks are female, which honestly makes a lot of sense because in real life, only the male bovines are all like bulls and whatnot, and females are basically like cows. So if you see like those ever see like those udders, well they're all just female cows. So of course it definitely makes sense. But yeah, I guess you could say that both those bovine Pokemon are just like are just a very thing, especially with fucking Winnie's Miltank. But yeah, Tauros definitely is a great Pokemon to use, and just definitely recommend it. And it's also taken a long time because of because of its high defense and all that here. Just have to finish off with Peck as well. So because like I could have been using Fly quite a bit though, but I didn't want to waste anybody's time especially because Fly is a 2-turn attack. I really wish I was able to use Aerial Ace, but I think Aerial Ace is a thing that doesn't get introduced till Gen 3, if I'm not mistaken. Because I don't remember seeing Aerial Ace in Gen 2, so I think it's a Gen 3 thing. That guy, I think the reason this guy was added in Crystal is because because after you defeat him, he talks about the Battle Tower, which is also Crystal exclusive, and so like, he asks if you've ever been to the Battle Tower, which, like I said, is actually something that I'll be showing off, like, way later into the Let's Play, like, after we beat the post-game story and whatnot, then, after all that's said and done, I would say, like, I think after we do all the legendaries, and that's why I'll be showing off the Battle Tower. So, I think that's pretty much the plan, or the plan and all that. Alright, so now we went all the way down south of the routes and back to Route 29, and here we are back in New Bark Town. And so, let's see what Professor Ohm has of us. He has a light of oh, look at that there. Yeah, that's right, folks. We have the Master Ball. And so, the Master Ball is the best. It's the ultimate Pokeball. It'll catch any Pokemon without fail. Now, aside from this is definitely like one of the ways to get the Master Ball, but usually for the most part you'll just be getting one. The only other way you'll be getting the Master Ball is if you play the lottery corner in the Radio Tower in Goldenrod City, and if you have a lucky and if you're all the numbers match for your trainer AD, then that's when you'll get the Master Ball. But it's a very, 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 very low guarantee that will ever happen because honestly, God, guys, I've tried it multiple times, and I never got it in my entire life. Because I can never get it. So yeah, it's completely luck based. You have to be really lucky, but that's a rare instance right there. Like either like if anybody ever managed to win, they must have either used a Game Shark or Action Replay and all that kind of shit there. And so because of that, once you get the Master Ball, I would highly recommend you save that Master Ball for a certain something because like, we'll get to a point later in the Let's Play we'll be catching those certain other legendaries. That's going to be a huge, huge fucking pain in the ass, and I am dreading this with every fiber of my being. And so I'll just have to use the Master Ball for that one, but it's only going to be one of those two. And so the other one, well, let's just have to do one, sacrifice that one, just do that. So anyway, that's what Waterfall looks like if I use that. It basically just spins up outwards. Like, God, I don't know why you just basically have to spin up to use Waterfall. It's like you're just going overboard. You're gonna get nauseous, Lemos. You just keep doing that constantly. But yeah, once you have the Rising Badge, then that's when we'll be able to use the Waterfall in the overworld. Once we find those waterfalls. And so, yep, well, that's what I'm doing right now is that we're back in Mount Mortar because, well, you see, there's one last trainer, Marcus. Not Marcus. Well, we already battled this guy called Marcus. I'm gonna skip him over, because that guy uses a Seadra. So after that, all that's said and done, that's basically what it is in the entirety of this episode. We're basically since we have the Waterfall HM, then we're basically just gonna explore like some places, and so now we're gonna be able to explore the rest of Mount Mortar, which is what we're gonna do in the rest of this episode, is just to explore the rest of Mount Mortar because of that waterfall that was there. And so we have the Waterfall HM now that we can use in the overworld, and so because of that, then that's what we'll get to explore the rest of the dungeon. And so once you get to that area after accessing Waterfall, the game already assumes that you've already gotten that you've gotten the Rising Badge. And so, while the wild encounters for Pokemon are the same, and I had a wild encounter just now, even though I used the Max Repels, but that was because Aerosmith was level 29, so I had to have Nightshade out because, honestly, guys, I really don't want to be having to go through wild encounters also edit them out either. It's pretty much a pain in the ass. I had to do a lot of editing for Route 45, but yeah, that's basically what it'll entail, is just, since we can now explore the rest of Mount Mortar, so that way there you can just show it off, because, like I said, well, actually, no, not like I said, I haven't said this before. What am I talking about? This dungeon isn't entirely optional, but I still want to show it off anyway, because, for the sake of getting some items, and also these couple of trainers we're going to build. Well, there's actually two trainers, one that we've battled just now, but there's also one more trainer that's of interest, and, that I also do want to show off, and that we'll actually find, and there's a certain price for that, which we won't be able to get though, but something to actually show off, because just to show that's there. So basically, back to what I was saying. So after you get the Rising Badge, and once you go to this part after the waterfall, the game assumes that you've gotten those 8 badges, and so while the wild encounters are still the same levels, the couple of trainers that we'll be battling have their Pokemon up to level 30s. So that way there you can actually get some good experience. And that was TM40, which contains a Defense Curl, which for some reason that we got very late in the game, because all Defense Curl does just raises the physical defense. But yeah, that's something that you can easily get like early game to with Geodudes that they learn early on. So, like, even after getting to the accessing this part, after getting all 8 gym badges, we get Defense Curl right away. So like, that's really weird that we got it right then and there, like, very late in the game. And that's very much because of the, that's probably because of the, lackluster variety for, TMs and all that. So anyhow, yeah, this part of Mount Mortar, it's huge for one thing, and so there's going to be like a lot to explore, but there's also going to be a lot of items that we have here, and I actually kind of went backwards, because I realized that even after jumping down this ledge, I can actually still surf through this body of water, and so we want to pick up the sign here that contains the elixir. You notice that they actually misspelled elixir. It's supposed to end with a IR, not ER. So I don't know if it was a typo or anything like that in early gens. I know they fixed this in later gens, but yeah, it's just right there. So yeah, anyways, yeah, so like after that Master Ball, then we'll be able to then we can actually go to the Pokemon League right away. But like I said, I want to explore the rest of the areas like with Mount Mortar, just for the sake of battling those trainers and getting some more experience, and also to show off that certain trainer that we'll be seeing. So anyhow, so yeah, so this by the time this video is uploaded, it's already it is Thanksgiving Day. So I hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving to spend with your either with your friends, family, or you're doing this by yourself. Unfortunately, I had to go to work today. I had to close, and so I wouldn't necessarily be celebrating Thanksgiving. Well, of course, they probably provide it over the over that cafeteria that they have there, but yeah, the food wasn't really that good though. So but we actually still did buy some Thanksgiving meals as well. Like, we managed to buy this turkey from Publix. It's kind of a small turkey because our refrigerator is small, but it's still, something to have there for some kind of a Thanksgiving dinner. So anyway, so once we have her this way, and oh, hello there. That's what we were looking for. So once you get to the end of Mount Mortar, there's this guy that we want to battle here, and so if we battle him and we defeat him, he has something for us. Let's go talk to him here. Hey, I am the Karate King. Oh, hey, it's Karate King. So yeah, so remember the Karate King back in Gen 1 where he was in the fighting dojo in Saffron City? Well, he's back, and he's here training in Mount Mortar, and so by talking to him, he'll challenge us to a battle. And he's gonna send out two of these two of the Hitmon duo basically. So he has a Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. So, so that's basically all I gotta do, is, you know, just about him, with some good timing, so I'll be having, Aerosmith here. And, yeah, this Hitmonlee will basically just, use, like, with, well, these, kicks here, like, with a jump kick or a high jump kick. Which, you know, since I'm using Fly and he was trying to use jump kick, then, that's how he took damage because of the attack missing. So that's one thing to be careful for if you're using those moves. And then next will be Hitmonchan, and I think this Hitmonchan will probably be using like some of these punches, like with elemental punch. Yeah, this Hitmonchan will be using the elemental punches, which, you know, you can see with the HP, it's oh god damn it, Aerosmith is frozen, motherfucker. All right, well, yeah, this is actually our first time seeing the frozen status right here. So yeah, once your Pokemon's frozen, they can't move for a few turns because, well, obviously now they're frozen. So yeah. One thing I do gotta say, like, one thing I do like, you know, in terms of visuals, well, in Gen 5 and later in and also in Gen 6, where like, you know, well, I want to say more so in Gen 5 because that's where they started the whole thing with animations. Where like, you know how in Gen 5 where the Pokemon sprites are full on animated, like in battle, which is actually something I really do. It's real pretty to look at, just like seeing how they're fully animated. It just gives it life. But anyway, like even when they're fully animated, when you inflict the frozen status on them, their animation completely stops. So, which of course, you know, makes a whole lot of sense whenever because of that, because, you know, they're frozen, so they can't move. So of course their animation has to stop. So so it's a real nice attention to detail. And one thing about the freezing status is that if you use a fire type move against a Pokemon while it's frozen, and if you just basically give it damage but don't really make it faint, then it'll actually just melt the ice, and so it cures the frozen status because of it. So it's actually helpful in that kind of way. But anyway, regardless, we have defeated the Karate King. Training is still not enough, but a loss is a loss. I admit it. As proof that you defeated me, I'll give you a rare fighting Pokemon, which unfortunately we can't have it right now because we have no room in the party. So basically, what he gives you is that he gives you this new Pokemon introduced in Gen 2 called Tyrogue. Tyrogue is of course the baby form of the Hitmonchan, where basically if you want if you have one of those, you can actually just breed it to get that Tyrogue. But basically with Tyrogue, it evolves to one of those the Hitmonchan, and also a new Pokemon introduced in Gen 2 called Hitmontop. And so basically what it is that there's ways to evolve Tyrogue into a Hitmonlee or a Hitmonchan or a Hitmontop, which you just one second while I look this up, because I didn't have Bulbapedia. I didn't have Bulbapedia on it, so I'm going to look this up here. So anyway, so basically to evolve Tyrogue into any one of those Pokemon, Tyrogue evolves to Hitmonlee if its attack is higher than its defense. Evolves to Hitmonchan if its defense is higher than its attack, and it'll evolve into a Hitmontop if its attack and defense are equal. So what we can do is that to basically just get access to it, then you can actually use those stat enhancers like proteins or irons to get either one of those, or if you just want to give the same, then you can get Hitmontops. That's basically what you gotta do. So yeah, it's we'll give you here. So. Anyway, so that should be it for this video. Now that everything's done, so next time Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we are going to head over to the route that will lead us over to the Pokemon League in the Indigo Plateau. So I will see you guys next time.